have gotten a lot of comments and a lot of feedback about kind of my setup. And this is my living room. So every Tuesday I'm coming to you live from my living room. And people have commented a lot about the color on the walls. They've commented about the couch and the art. Julie Jameson, she is incredible. She's very humble. She is, how can I describe Julie? She's humble, she's gifted, and she is just incredible. And I encourage everyone, if you want to redo your space, to look at the packages that she offered. She completely did Ada's Place. And I took a look at her work and I'm like, ooh, I want to work with her. You just really are great. Go to Redo Your Room online. And Julie has recreated beautiful spaces for a lot of people. This girl worked tirelessly, endlessly, to really help me create a beautiful space in my living room. Because I've done the Architectural Digest design show for the Harlem Candle Company 2 times, and both times we were the most photographed booth at the show.
Yep.
Magazine editors would reach out to me and, oh, we want to photograph you in your home. And I'm thinking, not this home. Because my walls were white. It just looked nothing like the essence of the Harlem Renaissance. It looked nothing like the essence of the brand.
No,
and so I really wanted to transform my living room. For one, I had a lot of frames I invested in, like this frame from the early 19th century or the late 18th century. And so I invested in all these things that I just didn't want to put in storage. And I'm like, well, they need to go somewhere. So I was like, Julie, you want to work with me? And she's like, yay. So we started working together. And what Julie does, and I think, Julie, you should really explain, but what she does is she will do a 3D rendering of your space. So you give her the measurements, and you tell her kind of what pieces you want. You want a new couch, you want a new rug, you want wall color. And you give her those ideas, and then she understands your personality and the motif and sort of the palette that you want, and she just goes for it. So
when you and I sat together, I was like, Terry, we have to go bold. Like, this is Harlem Renaissance. No pastel walls. Because Terry was like, I don't know about that. Because we went back and forth. Do we want a red couch? Do we want a green couch? And I was like, so we finally decided on a blue couch, but it couldn't just be any blue. Like, it had to scream Harlem Renaissance. And that's why we went with velvet.
Yes.
Because Harlem Renaissance period is all about luxury. It's all about bright sheens like golds, fringe, feathers, velvets, furs, all of that. And I was like, we have to just sprinkle that all into your space. And we can do that with the frames, with the pillows, with the couch. Just bring in all those materials and really bring Harlem Renaissance to your living room.
Yeah. And
I think we nailed it.
One thing I love about working with Julie is she's such a perfectionist, and so am I. Let me just show you guys, and I really hope that this translates. But this is, can you see this? This is one of the renderings that Julie put together to identify all of the pieces that she thinks will work really well. And so this is the couch that I have. This is the rug that I have. This is the desk that we're on right now. This is the chair, except I ended up going with the blue chair, and Julie almost lost it. But I'm like, Julie, I want blue. Let's just keep blue.
Like, oh, sorry, not blue. She went and did it. I was like, oh, boy.
I know. But one thing that I've actually had to learn is the importance of trusting. And trusting, Julie, oh, yeah, there's more stuff back there. But really being able to trust the person you hire, because they're knowledgeable. They know where to, oh, I look naked. Sorry, I'm going like this.
Great. I love that.
Thanks. It's like hot in my apartment, so I'm like, but someone like Julie, and like if you were to hire someone, it's really about trusting your instincts, but also having a lot of trust and faith in the person that you've hired to do this, because they are someone who knows where to find all of these valuable things. It's not like they're just going to Wayfair. They're looking at so many different websites and so many different online sources, and places that we'll never even know about, to be able to source the really beautiful things for you. And, you know, even thinking about like choosing that, this really dark, deep blue for the wall. I wanted to go, I was like, Julie, it's just going to be too dark.
Yep, you kept saying that. I said, no, Terry, it's perfect. And we kept going back and forth with different shades of blue. I think I sent you like 4 different 3D views of paint colors. You were like, no, let's try a light green. Let's try like a gray. Let's try. I was like,
I just kept,
this is the color.
I kept wanting to go in all these different directions. And finally, Julie was like, listen, go with the dark blue. If you hate it, if you absolutely hate it, I will come over and help you repaint. And I said, okay, fine. We are here talking to Julie Jameson, who is, I mean, I really want to put you on the map, because you are so, just so talented, and you're so professional, and you're so passionate about, you know, making, you know, helping me create my space. And you do this for everyone.
Because in my heart of hearts, I really truly believe that everyone deserves a space that makes them smile, a space that brings them joy, a space where they can relax and get away from the outside world. I believe everyone is entitled to that, which is why Redo Your Room Online was born.
You guys you can feel and see her energy and her passion and her love for what she does. It is truly, truly, truly been such a pleasure working with you. You're my friend. Like I want to work with you again. I'm like, what else can we do? And she's just really, really, really good. Someone asked if you can help people in Ohio. 100%.
Yes.
So actually this, even though Julie's been over here before, us doing this space right now, she did not come over one time. This was all virtual. And so what you have to do is you have to give measurements of your space, you know, the approximate measurements of your window and of the wall. And so, yeah, but that's what she does. She does this for people all across the country, because she's so good. And really, she's helped me transform this space. I didn't even show you the light. I mean, she's just really helped me transform this space. And I love being here. And I love being able to present my Tuesdays from Terry here. And I could not have done this without her.
And I just can photograph your space.
Yeah.
Because before, I remember you were like, I don't know when people want photographs, and I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, we want to photograph your home. I'm like, not right now. Let's see. We have a couple questions. I see a lot of designers and stylists that have the same look and feel on most of their pics. How do you design? That's not Julie. Well, one thing Julie does, she takes your personality. She really does take your personality and the things that you want. Listen, I keep telling them, like, girl, you need to raise your prices. Because the amount of time that she spent working with me was like,
I know
it was worth thousands of dollars. So even like down to, because of course, like once you choose everything and you've decided, oh, I'm going to do this for the walls, then you hire the painters. And the painter, when I was filling out the application for the painters, baseboards. And I'm like, Julie, what should I do with the baseboards? Paint them. Really? I've never painted baseboards before.
You were like, paint them. I was like, yes, the whole thing needs to be blue. Everything.
And, you know, I am so
the heater, all of it.
and I would show you. I could go back over there. We paint, and it really has transformed. And it doesn't, because I'm in a very modern building. There's nothing Harlem Renaissance or there's nothing unique about the building I'm living in. And so if I wanted to recreate the Harlem Renaissance here, I got to figure it out. Julie has to help me figure it out, because there's no kind of all of that, you know, detail that exists in brownstone. And so here's just kind of a little kind of view from this side.
Even the sill is blue, Yeah,
and the couch, you know, the couch is blue. Yeah, so here's maybe a little bit of a better view, but you see how we even painted the baseboard heating. Yep. I want everyone, if you are interested in redoing, you know, even if it's one room or if it's a couple of rooms, you know, start somewhere. But I think during the time of us being, you know, in quarantine, is the perfect time to really start thinking about what can I change in my space that would make me feel better.
Because my thing is, and I've said this to you, Terry, home decor, it truly is self-care. It truly is self-care, because you could be having the worst day out in these New York City streets, and you come home to a space that relaxes you, that makes you feel comfortable, that brings you joy, that makes you smile. And it just like instantly erases everything that you've gone through throughout the day. It helps you with motivation. It can help relax you. It can calm you down. Like all these good vibes. Everybody should have good vibes in their space. Everyone.
That, and then lighting a candle.
Yes, make a space make you feel good. It relaxes you. It just makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. And why would you not want to feel good? Especially now in these times where things are so uncertain. We're not sure what's happening. It's like your space should be your sanctuary. It should be that space that brings you joy and brings you calm.
Absolutely.
And that's what home decor is really about. It's not about, these beautiful out of the box pieces. I mean, if that's your style, great. But it has to be an extension of who you are. And that's what's going to make you feel good in your space.
Yeah. And it's not about looking at a magazine and trying to replicate exactly what you've seen. Exactly. Because that may not work for you. If it's not comfortable and relaxing, it's like, how do you use your couch? Do you like to sleep on your couch? Because that's one type of couch. This is not a sleep on type of couch.
Nope. This is a take your shoes off couch. Don't put your feet on the couch.
This is I'm doing Tuesdays with Terry on this couch. I am, a couple of, maybe maximum 3 people can sit on this couch, but I have chairs over here, and then I have these little cushions you can sit on the floor. We can figure it out. But, right now unfortunately, we're not really entertaining. Come check me. Say this is not the Harlem Candle Company studio. Because it is.
It sure is. It sure is.
Oh, man. Okay, so everyone follow Julie at Redo Your Room online. Get in touch with her. Tell her, when you get in touch with her, let her know that you found out about her from Tuesdays with Terry.
Yes.
Yeah, and listen, I would love to see sort of before and after with any of my friends and any of the followers. I'd love to see before and after of how you're able to really transform their space and make it beautiful and wonderful and relaxing and awesome.